What's up, Running Medicine? Hope you are doing wonderful. If you're brand new to joining us, if you're returning for your, I think, 14th season we're on now, welcome, welcome, welcome. We wanted to give a couple minutes tutorial on the structure and the spirit of our movement this summer, 5 weeks of social fitnessing. We're going to do it in a way that's safe for everyone, and try to create community. We do a pretty good job at that, creating community through movement, and definitely a moment where it's a little more challenging. We don't get to see each other. We don't get those warm in-person moments of what it's like to exercise with 50, 60, 80, 100 people of all walks of life, speeds, ages, abilities. But we got to keep moving, and I feel pretty confident that we can continue to create movement in these next months beyond even this summer through our movement. As a physician, I don't have to really talk too much about how passionate I am about prescribing movement in a individual and communal level, but I will just say that the increased stress on all of us as we enter month 5 of the pandemic it is real, and regardless of where you're at employment wise and otherwise in life, our life is just really different than it was in early March. And so movement is just one of the simplest ways as a family unit that we can continue to do things positively for our own mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. Just on those days where we're really wondering if, say, the efforts we're making in our work life is worth it, a 30-minute walk or jog is probably the best thing to clear our minds and keep us from going down a negative route. So this summer, we are going to do 5 weeks of social fitnessing. It is free to join. You must register by the 17th. We're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 7:45 a.m. Everyone who registers will pick a mileage goal and have a chance to do the points and mileage challenge this summer. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can join us on Facebook. Our Running Medicine Facebook will have a live stretch out, and we will try to add some on our YouTube channel, knowing that some of our RMers are not on social media. On Saturdays, we had initially planned to do in-persons, but things have changed here in week 1 with just more strict rules, particularly here in New Mexico. And so we are going to continue to try to see each other, but do it by Zoom. So at 7:45 a.m. each of the 5 Saturdays of the 5 weeks, you can join Running Medicine and Wings as we have a 15-minute warm-up for the weekend. I love this flyer. Credit to Wings, motivation, movement, medicine. So we'll be announcing weekly the Zoom link because it'll be different people hosting it. But the idea is you get pumped up and get some good energy and smile at some people via Zoom, and then you go out as a family or individual and go move from that energy. There's a points and mileage challenge. So if you earn 20 points, you're going to get a surprise incentive. I'm sworn to secrecy. You won't get it out of me. If you earn 40 points or more, you have a chance. You'll be in a drawing for $50 gift cards. There's 4 ways to earn points, and I'll go over those really briefly. So if you meet your mileage goal, let's say your goal is to do 50 miles over the 5 weeks, which would be 10 miles a week, and you meet that goal and you just have to document. You can use our handy Medicine Miles sheet to track your miles. You get 25 points if you meet that goal. You can lead a stretch via either Zoom or Facebook Live, or however you propose to lead it. You could teach us something new, maybe a high intensity training workout, something that we haven't done in a while, some yoga, Zumba, etc. And you can sign up via the Running Medicine listserv. We'll be sending out the link So lead a stretch, 5 points. Every running medicine that you attend is 1 point. On our medicine miles sheet, we have an easy place where you can simply check each time that you attend a running medicine. There are 15 total, 3 a week for 5 weeks. Finally, this has been a special thing, and we've not talked about it as much recently. I think we model it pretty well, but RM Acts of Kindness, take a look at that really sweet graphic that was done by one of our running medicine Farmington leaders, Mr. Rob. The idea is really simple. You can get 2 points for either bragging about someone in the running medicine community who did something kind to you. If someone brags that you did something kind for them, you checked in on them, and then followed up with a call because you knew that person was struggling, you get points, 2 points when someone is bragging about you. And then the third category, and I know it feels weird to kind of brag about yourself, but let's say you do something like you decide with your family you're going to do a park cleanup because you've seen your local park where you do a lot of your movement is kind of littered with trash. No one's going to necessarily report that, so you would just tell us our family cleaned up trash in the midst of our 2-mile run, and we have a simple form for those RM Acts of Kindness. A lot of extras this summer. We hope to do some high intensity training. For those interested in that, we hope to do some core strengthening during our warm-ups since we don't get to cool down with y'all like we would in person. There's a wonderful young man who's a UNM Lobo track and field athlete, Nehemiah. He approached us with an idea of using his legs and his movement for doing some good, and so he on the 18th is going to lead us in a 12-hour fundraiser. The goal is to log 1,000 miles and raise $10,000 for families in need. You can contribute by logging some miles that day. You can donate some back to school supplies. You can donate funds, and you can recruit some sponsors. The NHI's Loving Service Support Fund is the mechanism for donations. On 3 consecutive Thursdays, July 16th, 23rd, and 30th, at our NHI office during the same time we're doing our CSA local food and produce distributions, you can drop off the school supplies and we'll be giving you more details. We're also going to give everyone an option to participate in smaller groups that we termed in the spring season celebration circles. It gives you a chance to kind of connect via Zoom or group text, whatever the group decides, to just support each other in a more intimate way than all of us as a big whole. Excited to move with you all and set some new kind of directions for my personal wellness, my family's wellness, and just honored to do this work with you all. Much love, be well, keep moving always.